The Department of Finance has devised a plan to counter corrupt activities through mobile phones. How that works and the expected results, here is Mark Kayok.
No province had lagged behind.
Papua New Guinea is among countries of the world that practices corruption. It's a norm that develops and established in every society. It's about the abuse of process, power, office, and or money, among others. PNG has laws that deals with corruption, but has not been too effective. It's now up to every department, organizations, and individuals to curb such bad practice. The Department of Finance is one organization spearheading a campaign against corruption. It has introduced the Phones Against Corruption, an initiative aimed at reporting and exposing activities that are deemed unacceptable. With the amendments to the Public Finance Management Act in August this year, the department is now looking at measures to complement these amendments. Hence, Phones Against Corruption is one way forward to strengthen the amendments and provide less opportunity for bad practices.
One of which is the Phones Against Corruption, an initiative that the Department of Finance has been driving. It's just to let people know that if you do engage in bad behavior, which will lead to corruption, that people are watching. These days, with the availability of mobile phones, everyone has got access to a mobile phone. So if they see you doing something which is not ordinary, which you normally don't do, but yet you are doing, well, someone will drop you in. So they will. So that's being aware. That's encouraging or discouraging people from engaging in this sort of behavior.
In a workshop hosted by the department, Secretary Ken Nangen challenged participants to identify real ways that could help prevent corruption. Reports of gross abuse of public funds over the years is a major concern, forcing the department to tighten and strengthen its systems.
So that's why I've challenged the participants of this workshop to not just to look at the after event, the audit and investigations and the court system but more so focus on the initiatives that reforms are taking place to stop this bad behavior. These behaviors are part of human nature. At one stage or another, everyone is susceptible to bad behavior, which may lead to corruption. The challenge now for us is that how can we strengthen the systems and processes that we have in place so that we minimize, we discourage people from participating in such behavior.
Phones Against Corruption is part of a major reform within the department. The introduction of the Integrated Financial Management System will now ensure all public funds are strictly monitored. This means all accounts outside of the government's public purse at Waigani will be scrutinized with records of expenditure.
We are now entering into a major reform, that is the pooling and sweeping. It's a reform that will see us sweeping in all the public funds that are held outside of the WPA, the Waigani Public Account, which is the main basket of government. But then that is not the only basket where government funds are kept. So much more government funds are kept outside of that basket. So when we only focus on that, we say, oh, that's what we are now going to do with this reform is overnight pooling, 6 o'clock every night. We're going to draw in all the government funds that are sitting in trust accounts in departments, provinces, districts into the central bank. 6 o'clock in the morning, we will sweep that out again.
Our workshop was hosted by the Department of Finance with representatives from smaller Pacific Island states and development partners in attendance. The workshop allows participants to share experiences and knowledge on what they have done in their countries in combating corruption. Attempts to establish an independent commission against corruption in 1997 and the development of an ICAC bill failed due to lack of political support. The legislation was attempted again in Parliament but was not tabled in 2011. As a result, the government has developed a National Anti-Corruption Framework, a strategy aimed at tackling corruption. A special parliamentary committee on public sector reform and service delivery was established in 2013. This is another avenue where people can report corruption or summon someone to appear and answer to an alleged corrupt practice. The ICAC, Department of Justice and Attorney General, the Prime Minister and the National Executive Council, Finance Department and Central Bank have been continuously driving this idea of eradicating corruption in the country.